Hey guys, this evening I have a Proto 2000 E8 or E9 unit. I'm not sure which. Not about the particular model anyway, and most of the Protos are labeled E8 or E9 together at the same time. Usually that's what comes on the box. And I picked this up on eBay, and it said it ran, and it didn't. I put it on the track, and it tried to go, but there was a lot of slapping noises going on inside, and as you can see, it broke the spine shafts, and I went ahead and disassembled it where I was pointing there. I pulled out a total of 6 screws to pull the metal brackets off, and I was able to find a ad on eBay where I had some spline shafts that showed up for Athearn units, and these looked like they would replace these. Your Proto 2000s kind of were a play off of your Athearn locomotives, as far as the ones with the center motor, and then your shafts, and then your gearboxes on the ends, which really is, in my opinion, one of the best designs they could have ever came up with. And I went ahead and started to replace them straight away. All it took was, like I said, the 6 screws. So you have 4 in the bigger part in the weight, and then the 2 where the little drivers sit. There's 2 screws that hold that down, and you can pop that up. So when you pop those pieces up, you can slip your drive shaft up and put your shaft in, and they pop right in place. It's a ball and socket joint, so it pops right in after you slip it into the female end of the shaft. And I went ahead and spun it a little bit there to make sure that everything was staying in sync like I wanted it to. And you can see that there. Let me pull that back out of the way. The shaft sat nice and snug, and I got one side done. We're going to roll the weight over on the back. And there I was just able to kind of hold it up and use a screwdriver to push the coupler off to the side. There we go. Was able to slip that in, and it should just pop right back in place. And you can see there it popped right back on. I set my weight back down. We'll take it to the track and test it first to make sure everything's working like it's supposed to. I had that stuff apart, and the wires can get pulled on a little bit. I want to make sure there's no bad connections. So far, I haven't had any connection problems at all with this locomotive, but you always want to double check after doing anything invasive. So go ahead and put that on the track. And you can see it moves really, really smooth. And I haven't even serviced this locomotive. It just showed up broke, and I went ahead and just did the repair first. I'm sure in a later video I'll do some servicing on these Protos. But yeah, it moved real well. We're going to bring it back here. I'm going to show you the 4 spots where the screws are that hold the weights down, and then the 2 that hold the driver's seats in place, and the light as well. I'm going to check it one more time to make sure that everything works like it's supposed to. And we have the light coming on like it's supposed to as well. It does flash. So I was pretty happy that it actually flashes instead of just being a constant light. But you can see there, just it broke an ear off of either side. Both shafts, for whatever reason, it broke them. I don't know if they were pulling something real heavy with it or what, but In the description, I'll put the part number for these Athearn parts, and they are direct replacements for this Proto 2000. Go ahead and pop the shell on it as well. Sometimes when you pop a shell on, it can displace wiring or something to that effect and make it not want to run either, depending on what's going on inside. It could be messy wiring, or there's a lot of different variables, but you can see here the shell didn't cause me any issues either, and it ran nice and smooth as well. Here's a little overview of it. The shell's in pretty good shape. It needs some glass in it, but otherwise maybe some hoses on the back. Otherwise it's in pretty good shape. I was surprised, and the paint scheme's rather unique as well. I don't think I've seen one quite like this one. So thank you all for watching. Catch me in the next one. And if you like watching live streams, I have some on TikTok every once in a while. You can catch me on there with the same name here, and you all have a good night.